Today we'll be making groundnut paste, known as groundnut sauce, or magira as known in Kenya, or ebinyebwa, echinyebwa, whatever you choose to call it, made from groundnuts. So we're going to be making this groundnut paste, a cuisine in Uganda and in East Africa at large. So welcome, and feel free to comment and tell us how you find this video. Welcome once again to the Collince channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, and please, if you have subscribed and have not hit that notification bell, it's the time for you to do so that you do not miss out on any of our videos whenever we put them up. And to you that is new here, this is the only channel that you get to see everything good, so kindly consider subscribing, and if you like our videos, give them a thumbs up, share, and click that notification bell so that you can be able to get notified whenever we have a new video coming up. And let's get into the video today. To make groundnut paste, we need groundnuts, tomatoes. We'll use 1 tomato for this recipe. We'll need 1 onion. Can vary according to the amount of peanuts you're going to be preparing. You'll need salt, you'll need water, and you'll need a blender if you have the uncrushed groundnuts. So straight into the procedure, we need to sort our groundnuts so that we get rid of the dirt and any other undesirable nuts that might have gone bad or they don't look good. You don't need those in your groundnuts. After you've sorted them, you put the fine groundnuts into the blender, the crushing compartment, and then crush them until you obtain a powder of the groundnuts. Once you're done grinding the nuts, you transfer them into a medium-sized pot. The reason as to why you need a medium-sized pot is because they have a tendency of boiling just like milk, and they will pour out if they are put in a small pan. So you use a pan that is of medium size. To the groundnuts, add water in bits until you get a paste. The reason as to why you want to have a paste first is because you want all these lumps to get out. So make sure that you get rid of all the lumps and then add water to this consistency. Transfer your mixture to the fire sauce and add the tomatoes and let it come to a boil. You do that while stirring in order not to have the nuts stick on the pot, and also not to allow them to burn or just pour over the pot. The nuts are now boiling, and sometimes you might need to add a little water to get the consistency not to become that thick, like it becomes so thick like Ugali. So you do not want it to become like that, and yet they have not yet become ready. So you add water a bit so that you do not have it becoming that thick. And then when they become thick to this consistency, you turn the heat to medium or low. Preferably low, because you do not want them to burn. For those of you that are using your gas, you turn it to the lowest. And for those of us that would be using a charcoal stove or firewood, kindly reduce your fire by adding either ash from below the jiko or the charcoal stove. Add it on top of the charcoal, of the burning charcoal. That will reduce its heat. For those of you that are using firewood, just pull out the firewood and do the same. Just add ash on top of the charcoal, the burning charcoal that was there. Yeah, so you have your nuts boil slowly at this low heat until they start to become thicker in consistency. At this point, you'll add your onions and stir, and add salt to taste. The reason as to why salt is coming last is because when you put it first, it will give you a false thickened sauce or a wrong impression of the consistency. So add your salt last. You'll need to cover your pan and let the groundnuts cook on very low heat until they produce their oil. This is when you know that the groundnuts are ready. For you that would be preparing groundnuts in large quantities, you can actually scoop off that oil and use it to prepare other dishes. So when you see the oil, just know that the groundnuts are ready and you can be able to serve them. Our groundnuts are now ready and they are ready to be taken off the fire and served. Kindly join us as we share this plate. Because I can only tell you, but if you try it out, you can be able to tell us what it was. And please, if you do, tag us and also comment and tell us how it was and how it went for you. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and I'm sure if you have watched this up to now, you have enjoyed. Groundnut paste is a very nice sauce that can be served with anything, literally anything: ugali, rice, cassava, sweet potato, anything that you have as a starch. And also there are many other different ways of making groundnut paste. It can be pasted fish, it can be pasted omena, it can be, that is silverfish, it can also be pasted chicken, it can also be pasted beef or mutton, anything that literally, groundnuts is a good dish. Until another time, thank you for watching, stay safe, and God bless you.